Thank goodness. Man, the fact that we've got the Mockingbird Media to protect us, it's just so fortunate for us. Did you know, and I want to be really careful here, President Trump, he didn't even go to the McDonald's employee portal and fill out an application. By the way, that thing, that was staged. He didn't really draw a paycheck. And the cameras in there, they're not always at McDonald's. By the way, he didn't do a great job at cooking the fries, according to longtime McDonald's employees who the Mockingbird Media contacted to have them view videos of the president's performance at work. He threw salt over his shoulder. That's a violation. It's a health violation. These are literally things the Mockingbird Media went out to say about President Trump's brilliant retail politics move at McDonald's. Oh, incidentally, that specific McDonald's all of a sudden has all sorts of negative Yelp ratings. All of a sudden, people mined their health records. There were employees there who were caught not sufficiently cleaning the countertops. Thank goodness for the Mockingbird Media for pointing out that President Trump didn't even draw a paycheck. He didn't even have to do what they said. But he did. He did it humbly and he did it joyfully. And that's the problem they have, because we need the Mockingbird Media. I'll share with you a couple of bizarre examples, including Jimmy the Snake Carville, and his assessment of this whole thing, plus a meme. And I want you to know, we made sure we got the Mockingbird Media fact check on this. It has to do with President Trump being a football player. They went and made sure no one's conning nobody. Wouldn't it be nice if they would spend a little bit of time talking about the cons of our economy? Wouldn't it be nice if, for instance, CNBC did a long feature on the Federal Reserve and its decision to just simply mint fake money? They don't mint it, I guess. They just invent it. They call it debt. Then they announce to us very kindly, hey, you owe us this. So you'll just start paying interest to us, but you owe us. We just invented this debt. And CNBC could do a special about how those fake digits are then sent over to the Treasury, the U.S. Treasury. They take them and say, oh, okay, look, money. Then they take that money and they give it to huge mobbed up big entities owned by Goldman Sachs and Vanguard, who in fact own each other through board relationships. Then that money they use to purchase at dimes on the dollar retail business locations, storefronts around the country that were shut down and magically shut down, as you recall. They purchased those, and all of a sudden now, conjured digits made into money have become real assets. And what's the relationship? Well, those big companies, Goldman Sachs and Roth and BlackRock, they've got people who go in and out through the Treasury. And they hang out with the people on the Federal Reserve Board. That is such a cool system. And we pay for it. Every time we write a check to the government, we pay for it. Your retirement account was not set up for massive fraud like this, a situation where the rules are there are no rules. So maybe get an update. Get with my friend Zach Abraham, Chief Investment Officer, Bulwark Capital Management. He's on our program nearly every week on Friday. Zach is brilliantly focused on risk management, which they accomplish by actively managing every portfolio, which can, in fact, reduce risk and volatility. He'll talk with you free, no obligation, no payment, no expectation, simply to see if your retirement account is set up for risk management in an era where the rules are there are no rules. You can arrange this by going to knowyourriskradio.com. That's KNOW, knowyourriskradio.com, or calling 866-779-RISK.
Investment advisory services offered through Trek Financial LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The opinions expressed in this program are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual or on any specific security. Any references to performance of securities are thought to be materially accurate, and actual performance may differ. Investments involve risk and are not guaranteed. Past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Trek 24308.
This is Jimmy Carville. Jimmy the Snake Carville, who for some reason continues to be married to a so-called Republican. I don't know how that happens, but it happens. Jimmy Carville was the guy who spoke about during the Bill Clinton campaign when Paula Jones came forward to say that Clinton sexually assaulted her, which he did. I spoke with Paula Jones. He did sexually assault her. In fact, there was a settlement payment. Jimmy Carville said, amazing what you can find when you wag a $100 bill through a trailer park in Louisiana. Speaking about people like Paula Jones, who, aren't credentialed. They're just women. Jimmy Carville talking about the McDonald's event, not necessarily fact-checking, but he said something that bears investigation. Could it be?
I had to be a fan of McDonald's French fries, like most people. Let's talk about something really serious. On October 27th, he's giving a rally at Madison Square Garden to mimic a rally that was held on February 20th, 1939 by the Nazi Party. And he is fully aware of that history. He is fully aware of what is going on. And I really don't care how many French fries he fries.
I'm sorry, can we play that one more time? Because I don't think I was paying good attention to this. I think I got Biden brain. Hold on, let me just listen to this again.
I had to be a fan of McDonald's French fries, like most people. Let's talk about something really serious.
Okay.
On October 27th, he's giving a rally at Madison Square Garden.
Okay, October 27th, rally, Madison Square Garden.
To mimic a rally that was held on February 20th, 1939.
Oh, yeah, October 27th and February 29th. Oh, okay, right. Those are the same days. Oh, of course, this makes perfect sense. October 27th and February 29th, those are the same days. And in fact, that's a leap year, 29th February, right? Isn't that a leap year?
Nazi Party. And he is fully aware of that history. He is fully aware of what is going on. And I really don't care how many French fries he fries.
Rallies are for Nazis when they're at Madison Square Garden because they're on the same day, but they're not on the same day. Thank goodness for the Mockingbird Media to bring Jimmy Carville to let us know that doing a rally not on the same day is the same day and the same thing. There's this. This comes from the Legacy Media. It's a picture of President Trump, and it's him as a Pittsburgh Steeler. And man, he's got the vascularity. He's lean and strong. You can see the core, the abs, even through the football uniform with the pads on. Got a serious look on his face. What is he, number 47? Looks like he's probably an inside linebacker, just given his build and everything. And Newsweek leapt into action. Thank the Lord Almighty for this. Donald Trump has shared what is likely an AI-generated image on his Truth Social account showing him as a player for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I can't tell you how relieved I am for this because I was ready to vote Trump. And then I see that he's pretending to be an NFL football player. I'm not voting for a guy who pretends to play for the Steelers. There are people who look at this as a legitimate service. Do you remember when Dick Cheney shot a guy? And the Mockingbird Media's response to that? I mean, it's a serious thing to shoot a hunting partner. This is posted by Lucas Kuntz. I don't know how to spell his last name. Kunce. He's writing about hanging out with a dear friend of his. And this is what he writes. Great day at the range today with my friend Adam Kinziger. We got to hang out with some union workers while exercising our freedom. They're shooting, by the way, shooting rifles. Always have to have your first aid kit handy. Shrapnel caught fly. Oh, wait, shrapnel can fly when you hit a target like today, and you've got to be ready to go. We had 4 first aid kits, so we were able to take care of the situation. I'm glad Ryan's okay, able to continue reporting. A reporter was hit by shrapnel while shooting with Adam Kinziger. Wouldn't it be interesting if the Mockingbird Media leapt into action on this and said, actually, no, it's very rare for people to get hit by shrapnel when out shooting with responsible parties. I've been to plenty of gun ranges, and I ain't never once been hit by shrapnel. What about you? I just went shooting with friends. And my shooting was horrible. My pistol shooting was an embarrassment. My rifle shooting was okay, but guess what didn't happen? We didn't hit anybody with shrapnel, despite the fact that we were hitting steel targets. But they are here for fact-checking things like this. Elon Musk, could he be destined for prison? See, he's doing something that's unthinkable. He's running a lottery, a perfectly legal lottery, for people who sign his petition in favor of the First Amendment and the Second Amendment. he's giving away $1 million randomly. You know, like political events do and PACs do. CBS, though, is leaping into action. The Mockingbird Media rescuing us from literal Hitlers like Trump and Hitler Jr., Elon Musk.
I think it doesn't just cross the line, but it very likely blows past the line. There's a statute on the books. It's been on the books, federal law, for quite some time, that says that you can't offer or accept payment for registration or voting. And clearly here what we've got.
Okay, so are they doing voter registration? Nope. Are they voting? Nope. Did Kamala's campaign, the people who run her, give away tickets to shows? Yep. This is randomized.
The prerequisite for this is that the person be registered, and not only registered, but be registered in one of only 7 swing states. It's pretty clear.
So it's not a registration drive because the people have to be registered. It's a drive to get people to sign his petition, which will absolutely allow them to build a database of people they can target for political outreach, just like Facebook and YouTube do as they push voter registration to people they know to be predominantly Democrats.
Here, the intent is to influence the election one way or another. I think this is something that Musk is going to want to talk to his lawyers about to make sure that, they don't continue to press what is a criminal violation under federal law, punishable by up to 5 years in jail.
Wow, up to 5 years in jail.
Wow. Hey, that's the guy who had the struggle session because he asked the guy who wrote the book, Tahani Coates. He wrote the book and then later said, I don't know that I'm strong enough, brave enough to not murder people on October 7th or something like that. He had to do a struggle session and apologize for asking a serious question. Thank goodness we've got the Mockingbird Media to point out to us that President Trump is not, in fact, an inside linebacker with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he did not, in fact, work at McDonald's. And to show us that they ignore things when a person like Adam Kinzinger is involved in his friend or reporter getting shot. We can trust them, right?